I like to believe I'm a responsible person. That Capital One credit card was supposed to be the emergency credit card.
No, it was Chipotle. It was door dashing some Chinese food.
Well, in the moment, it feels like purchases that are necessary.
Chipotle? How is Chipotle necessary in any way whatsoever? What the f*** are you talking about?
Chipotle is fuel for power.
Shut the f*** up.
Hi there, my name is Danielle. I'm 24 and I am from San Marcos, Texas.
And this is financial.
Audit.
There it is. Thanks for coming here. I appreciate it. What do you do for a living in San Marcos?
I am a crash investigator and a trivia host.
A crash investigator? Car crashes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that a full-time job?
It is.
Wow.
I just recently got that one too. It's pretty cool. I used to be a pit master at Black's Barbecue in San Marcos.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yes. Well, I graduated from Texas State. My major is health science, and it's absolutely impossible to find a job that pays more than $10 an hour in like that field without experience.
Sure. So you're not willing to put in the time at that, lower level to build up the experience? Because you're not getting the experience in the crash job, are you?
I am. Believe it or not,
Really?
The company that I'm working for is a public health sector.
Okay.
So I'm actually in school right now getting my public health education and promotion degree.
I thought you said you graduated from...
Yes, I graduated from Texas State with my bachelor's, and now I'm getting my master's
you're
degree.
getting your master's. How much are we spending on school right now?
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, that could be good. What was the master's degree you're going for again? One more time.
Public health education and promotion.
Education. So what does that look like? What are you going to do with that?
I want to work for the CDC, ideally. I want to help make programs. So like when the world fell apart with COVID, I want to help aid in the world falling apart a little bit less. So I know it's...
So you have to wait for the every 100-year pandemic to have a job?
I guess so.
Okay.
One that'll pay decently.
What is this position called? I want to look at like median pay.
Oh, like the one I want to be?
Yeah, what do you want to be?
I want to be an epidemiologist.
Oh, okay. And you can get that with this master's degree?
Yes.
Epidemiologist. $81,390 as of May 2023. And it tends to range from 73 to mid 80s. So median, apparently, United States is around $81,390. So that's obviously a lot more than $10 an hour. Okay. So what's going on here? Because obviously, so you're in master's right now. You're in master's with a lot of debt, lots of different kinds of debt. We have like all the variations, all the little collections that we can get to pluck. You plucked all the debts out. So what is going on? What are we looking at today?
Oh my goodness. Well, today you're seeing a lot of moving costs that are a lot.
From where and why? I'll never understand this. I've moved cross country and I did it for less than $1,000. Like I know everyone wants to like hold on to their stuff and like, that makes moving expensive. I sold like everything and just packed up a stand and was like, I'm going to go start a life. And then you just build the furniture over the course of a year. But like, what did it cost you to move? And that's all your debt was moving?
A lot of it was moving.
Where'd you move from?
Okay, so I am originally from Brownsville, Texas. Of course,
border.
This giant move is just in San Marcos. Yeah.
2 to 3 hours north? 3 to 4 hours north?
No, well, so I moved to San Marcos as a freshman, but the really expensive move is actually just like...
Are you telling me literally going into freshman year of college was this debt?
No.
The move into freshman year.
No, it's even worse than that.
You are just absolutely joyful, aren't you?
Yes, I smile when I'm nervous.
Oh, wow.
Yes. No, the move was actually just like a 10-minute move. Yeah, it's bad. But if
what are you talking about?
Well, okay, if it helps a lot of this
Probably
debt
not.
is divided between 4 people. So,
well, how much did it cost? How much did it cost you this move for 4 minutes away?
Oh my gosh. Well, so I moved from an apartment, which is a really expensive apartment, and I moved into a house for the first time. So with moving costs and everything, oh my gosh.
What do you mean moving costs?
like deposits and like pet fees.
Okay, that's...
Yes.
See, when I think moving costs, I thought you're paying people to pack up your shit,
No.
move it in a truck, and move to like a different city or different state.
Oh no, I was moving.
So you're just talking about just getting into a new place, putting the security... You didn't get your security deposit back from the previous place?
Not yet. We literally just moved out everything about
Wait, when
2
was
days
this?
ago. So I've been living in this house for about a month, but I've been paying for 2 rents for the last 2 months.
Oh.
Yes.
So why'd you sign up for this?
Honestly, because I have never taken the time to sit down and look at all my finances, and I'm clearly not doing well. And I think I need an eye opener, seriously.
Okay.
Especially because a lot of these purchases that I've made, I genuinely feel like I need them. So I clearly don't know how to cut the fat off properly on something other than a brisket. But yeah, so.
Well done. That's a good one.
The look of disappointment is crazy.
Well, it's just ridiculous. Paying rent for 2 months as a student. I don't.
Yeah.
Like that's the dumbest thing ever. As an adult with a full-time job, maybe I kind of get it. And you do have a full-time job, but you're trying to do the school thing. I don't know. It may not have made sense unless there's like a reason why we're saving more over the long term because of the new place. That's where we could make it work. But.
Mm-hmm. Well, ideally, that would be the case. So at my last place, my rent with my bills and all that was over $1,000 with utilities and such. Now at this new place, while the upfront costs were a lot, the rent will end up being like $569. So it should be going down pretty much. But I know that, the first few months are going to be pretty, like making up all of the debt that I put myself in. I did take out a pretty large loan trying to move, but I think I was over preparing because I didn't know how much this was going to cost.
What did you take out? What are you talking about?
So
your security deposit you took out a loan for?
Yes.
Okay, how much? How much possibly?
Oh my goodness, I think it was like $3.5 grand. I want to say.
How much are you making in this crash job?
I make $21 an hour.
How many hours a week do you work?
40, and then I also do trivia on the side.
How much are you making with trivia on the side?
$35 an hour, and I work about 10 hours a week. So each check I get from there is roughly about, like tomorrow I'm getting paid $420.
Got $550 in. Then payroll $2,852. Does that sound like a normal month for you?
Roundabout.
Okay.
Oh wait, so like for the whole month payroll for my crash job?
Yeah.
Probably for the whole month, it's a little closer to like 2,800. I get about 14.
I said 2,800 came.
Oh, I misheard you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So your total income that comes in through both net is $3,402. Now you had some sales coming and everything, and obviously spending went out. What do you think went out? What do you think went out in the most recent month?
Went out in like what way? Sorry.
Number, your accounts, leaving, debt going up. How much money was spent overall?
Probably most of it, honestly.
That's not a number.
Okay. Can I say 3,000?
Sure can.
Okay.
The correct answer would be 12,000.
Wow. Really?
How the are you that far off?
Yeah. I'm really far off. I guess I thought I understood a little bit more.
How have you been surviving? If you're that far off, how much in debt do you have?
Total?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like, well, are we counting student loans too? Because I haven't really gotten a chance to deal with student loans because
not student loans because you didn't send us a statement for that. So without that, what? How much?
Oh my gosh, probably like 15 grand.
Okay, that one you're a little closer on. So you're close to understanding at least your debt situation, but where your money's going, you don't know.
Not fully, if I'm honest.
For what it's worth, $6,400 went to housing, but even still, you take that and get rid of that minus housing, you still spent $6,000, and you brought in $3,400 too. Mm-hmm. That's not sustainable. You can't live off of that. That makes no sense. So get rid of the unique housing thing, and you're still by double.
Okay, what if I were to tell you that part of the loan that I used was for auto insurance, and I do
that helps?
Well, I didn't plan on renewing at that rate, but it was pay like $150 a month for 6 months, or I think upfront it was going to be like $780 something.
And I get wanting to do that, but what interest rate did you borrow that at? And then there's minimum monthly payments for that.
So that loan, that was part of the loan that I had gotten for move-in. Like I kind of wanted to keep.
Yeah, but didn't mean you have to use it all.
I didn't intend to use it all. And
did you use it all?
Yes. Yes. That kind of finished off whatever I had left over from that loan. And I had anticipated like using the loan and then whatever I had left over right after move and all the double rents, returning it and paying it straight back to that loan. And then I guess I can use the excuse life happened, but auto insurance was a lot more than I intended. I'm pretty new with auto insurance, if I'm being honest. And a lot of the things with the car, which I'm sure you'll see, like, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm assuming we have a lot to get into.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want to hear self-assessed. Where do you think you are in the world of finances? 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. Where do you think you are?
Probably like a 4.
Hello. Look who we have, everyone. Oh. Well, I was going to pick her up and show. There's a dog here, and I was going to show everybody. Thanks. So you think you're 4. You think you're straight down the middle?
Yes. You
make right around the median. The median monthly income of an individual in San Marcos is $3,950. Hello. Come here.
She loves attention. She's got the...
Here she is, everybody. Here she is. What's her name for the audience?
That is Miss Sparkle Pants.
Miss Sparkle Pants. Oh, it's your boy. Yes, she is Miss Sparkle Pants. That's right. You're so cute. Okay, we're going to film an episode now. But nice seeing you, Miss Sparkle Pants. Editors, make sure you're putting sparkles all over the screen. I know. It's okay. You can trust me. Okay. So you're actually probably making, after taxes, you're making above the median.
Wow.
Individual earner in San Marcos.
Okay.
Yet you're fucking it all up somehow.
Yeah.
If you want your Hammer financial score, it's free. Link in the description below. And if you have interesting stories, interesting financial situations, opinions you want challenged, and if you find yourself to be an interesting person, apply to be on the show. We're happy to have anyone on. CalebHammer.com/apply. All right. Let's start the debt journey. Here we go. Capital One. So, why are we into the Capital One debt? And better question, why the f*** are you spending on it when it's accruing fees, interest, and you're only and you purchased double what you put towards it. You can giggle through that. I get that. That's why you're doing that. I'm not going to allow that to piss me off. You're coping. I get it. But why the f***?
Yes. Okay. So that Capital One credit card was supposed to be the emergency credit card that you never use ever.
No. Emergency credit card.
Is that not a thing?
Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that term.
Okay.
It is a thing in many households, and that's why we're
okay.
Emergency fund. A stack of cash sitting in a high-yield savings account that you use only in the case of emergencies. I get it if you don't have it and you have to use an emergency credit card to save your dog's life. I do get that. And then you do it, and then you sacrifice everything in your life to pay it off as quick as possible, and then save up a fully funded emergency fund. That's what you do if you have to use an emergency credit card because you don't have an emergency fund. But guess what? You're just using this on an emergency thing. You're going inside, getting a drink from a gas station, going to the cinema, and going to... What is this John Casablanca thing? That's what you're doing. You're doing those 3 things. Those are not emergencies.
Those are not emergencies.
So emergency credit card, f*** off. That's not true. What's John Casablanca?
John Casablanca is an acting school. So I do love public health. That's what I enjoy doing. That's what I went to school for. But I would really like to work in advertising.
Acting school? Awesome. Wait, did you say advertising school or acting school?
It's like acting school. So they'll teach you how to do commercials and such. So I've been...
What is up with people in Austin? I mean... This is not an acting town, is it?
I thought it was, but...
What movies are made here? What movie studios are based here?
That's true. Can I say Hammer Studios? Is that allowed?
You can, but it's Hammer Media.
Hammer Media. Sorry.
It's okay. Plus, we're not doing a commercial anyway.
That's true. But I like the taquito sign, by the way, in the front. That was pretty cool.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Pretty cool.
Hey, show me your commercial skills. Plug our budgeting course. Plug our, for the audience. Let's see how good you are in your acting skills. Plug the budgeting course and the investing course. To the audience. Hello.
Hello.
There you go.
Okay, but
yeah, plug it.
But I don't know.
Get them to sign it up. They're all bundled together at a lower price right now.
Okay.
Both of the courses.
both of the courses.
Teaching you how to bundle, teaching you how to invest, as you know, and then you get them for free because you're a guest on the show. Give us your acting skills. Let's see.
Okay. Hi, guys. If you guys are interested in saving money, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just nervous. Oh, my gosh.
I'll tell you how to not save money, and that's going to acting school while you're already in master's, while you're already floundering the income you have, while you already have debt, while you can't pay off a card, while fees are accruing, while interest is accruing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not how we budget. A past due fee. A past due fee.
Is that on the Capital One or?
Yes.
Oh. You know, I should.
What are you doing?
I need to turn on auto pay.
Why do you not have auto pay on?
I thought okay, I like to believe I'm a responsible person.
And yeah, that's good to have beliefs about bullshit that lead us down a wrong path. That's great. That historically has led to amazing situations for everyone.
Oh, yeah. It led me to acting school.
Oh, and how's that going?
Well.
Huh?
What if I tell you it's a work in progress?
I believe it.
Well, I mean, that I actually did just stop doing that purchase because I've been paying for it and I thought it was going to be a lot shorter than it was.
Have you learned anything? You're a giggly, bubbly, happy person. I'm sure everyone absolutely loves you. Did you get anything from it?
Well,
and you want to work in public health anyway, so I don't understand what's happening.
Yes, you know, I kind of feel like with my life, it's like there's something that I should be doing, right? There's the practical option, and that's doing public health. Because I do. One day I would like to have a family. I'd like to have children, and I definitely want to be able to provide for them. And doing things like going for acting and just, you know, thinking I'm going to be a star like I'm on X, you know.
And you're going to a class for it.
It's a Zoom thing. So
you don't find that you have natural talent for it?
I guess I just don't think that I'd be given the opportunity because on paper, I'm a nobody.
They're not going to cast someone based on going to a class, though. It's going to be based on talent.
Well, they say that at the end of paying for the classes and attending them, you have to attend them.
Oh, boy, here we go.
That they will give you all these auditions for you to go to.
Oh,
and I'm hoping that that's the case. But I haven't had the time.
But you just canceled it.
I did because I've been paying for these classes and I haven't been attending them.
For how long?
Probably since like March.
Okay.
And it's $75 a week.
And you're literally missing $75 a week. What are you on? That's a car payment.
You can reschedule them. And I have a bank.
What have you rescheduled? Like 50 now?
Yes.
And you're literally missing payments on credit cards. So I don't think we're doing $75 a week acting bullshit.
Yeah. And that's why I paused it. And I was like, you know, if I catch up.
Pause it. Cancel. Burn.
Oh. Well, I think it could be.
Listen, I know a lot of people that go to classes to do things that involve talent, and then there's the people out there that have talent that actually do it. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying you can't be an actor, but I've seen the people go around the roller coaster of going through the classes for the things that they wish they were better at. Classes for things like education, in terms of like engineering and stuff, that's absolutely great. And public health, absolutely fantastic. And going to theater school and stuff like that, that can be good. And obviously there's a lot of experiences in there. But I don't know, things that sell you like this, this is what sketches me out. Like if you were like at NYU acting school, it's different, right?
Yes, 100%. And, you know, there's, again, like back to the thing, I feel like I have all of these different things. Like I love to cook. I'm a power lifter. I applied to be on MasterChef, and I'm really hoping that I can be on it. Actually, the next
Gordon, if you're seeing this, I guess.
Yeah.
She won't stop laughing. So, if you like bubbly, Gordon, she's yours.
Well, I guess
I'm more of a Joe Bastianich fan myself, though.
He's the scary one. He's a great man. He's the scary one. I think that you'd get along with him great.
He's cool.
You have the look of disappointment, like on point.
I think that I'm always expecting to go bald in my life.
Okay.
Just because everyone around me is, but I take finasteride to avoid it. And that's been working, luckily, knock on wood. But people like Joe, he pulls off bald well. And I'm like, if I'm bald, I want to look like Joe Bastianich.
He has a nice earring now, too. I don't know if you've seen it. It's pretty cool.
Well, I don't know if I can pull that off. All right. So, and then we went to Creekside Cinema to go see people who are successful in acting.
Yes.
And then on the way, you stopped at a gas station and got some drinks, some snacks.
Yeah, I got a bottle of water because, For my dog.
I know, but like $5 and you can get like the Texas Star water packs, like 1 million water bottles, and just store them in your trunk.
Yes. Well, so my car doesn't have AC. Like just riding.
Water bottles.
Well, yeah, but I don't want my dog to drink hot water.
Bring it with you from your fridge.
Yeah.
This is stupid. You're literally missing your payments.
Yeah.
You're spending double what you make, and you make above the median in your area. So I don't know what the you're talking about.
I figured you'd be pissed about that.
Well, no, what do you think? That's stupid.
Yeah. Well.
Death of 1,000 cuts, and I know what the rest of these statements look like. So if it was just that alone, no, it wouldn't be. But it's not just that alone.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a 30% interest rate anyway. 30.74% interest rate.
Okay, so if I'm being real, I don't.
Please.
Yes, I don't fully understand how interest rates work.
Okay.
I know another large charge on there was for getting my AC fixed. We had this whole car issue, which I'll tell you about once you yell at me about those purchases.
And I'm sure I will.
Yes.
Okay, so of your balance that is sitting there, essentially you have to calculate 30% of it is essentially amortized throughout the year. It's divided out on a monthly basis. So the balance that is sitting here, it would essentially, right now, the interest rate that would hit $538.71 times that by what was your interest rate again? That's what I'm trying to get. 0.3074. So that would be $165.60 essentially. So I'm going to divide that by 12. So it would break it out over that time, which would give you kind of an interest rate, interest added on a monthly basis, like this next month, of probably $13.80, which exactly because your balance was lower last time, your balance was at $447. So when it calculated that, you had interest accrued this previous month of $12.19. This video is sponsored by Tailor Brands. Are you ready to start your dream business but feel like the paperwork and legal stuff is just too much? Let me introduce you to today's sponsor, Tailor Brands. Tailor Brands is the ultimate business builder for anyone wanting to start, manage, and grow their business. They make getting an LLC super easy and affordable, taking care of all the paperwork for you. And trust me, an LLC is crucial. It separates your personal assets from your business ones, and you're not risking everything on a bad day. When I started my business, I wish I had something like Tailor Brands. Their platform includes everything you need: LLC formation services, licenses, permits, even a unique logo design and website builder, all in one place under one roof. And for those who are all about the details, Tailor Brands gives you access to attorney-written business documents and live consultations with business experts. Plus, they offer a free personalized business plan to get you started. So if you're serious about starting your business, search for Tailor Business Builder or use my link below for 35% off their LLC plans, because the best time to start building your business is today, and Tailor Brands should be by your side every step of the way. Don't forget to check out Tailor Brands using the link below to get 35% off your LLC today. So does that make sense?
Yes. So what would you think would be a good interest rate to go for? Because genuinely, I mean, I don't
trust you in any interest rates because you also don't know how to pay cards. So I would do a charge card like the Fizz card that forces you to pay it off on a monthly basis anyway.
Okay.
And the interest rate that is good to go for is more looking on the investing side, the compound side. Say I open up my brokerage Mumu and I buy into the S&P 500. At best, all up years, down years combined, I'm getting a 10% return on average on a yearly basis. That's a third of the interest rate that's on your card, meaning you're losing your best hope in like the overall stock market by 3 times.
Oh my God.
So what interest rate is good? Things that are 4% or less. I wouldn't trust you with them because I don't think you know how to use them. So it doesn't matter whether or not you have a good rate, you'd abuse it. But good? 4% or less on a mortgage, on a student loans, on a car even, depending.
Well, I see all those pieces of mail, you know, there's a million, all of these, oh, you got approved, you've been doing so great under this and that, so you have all these credit card options.
Don't do those. Those are like, you've probably seen Credit One show up.
I mean, that's one of the things that Capital One was. I mean, it's my fault. I get that, but also I thought that it was good because I've been getting it in the mail.
Don't. You know why? Do you think they're giving free money? They want to make money. They're a company. You are their product.
That makes
sense. You're their customer. Their product is the card, but
yeah. I guess I thought I understood it better.
You're being used and abused by the credit system. You didn't even know what an interest rate was, so you don't know.
No.
And that's okay that you didn't know, but don't think that you do if you don't even know what how interest works.
Yeah. Well, I thought interest was kind of like you owe 30% more than like what you said you were gonna pay or something.
In a way, kind of, I guess.
Yeah. See, this is why I need to take. I'm glad that you're gonna you've been explaining this stuff to me because I don't, and I've never taken the time to just sit down and look at all this stuff and try to figure it out.
Well, that's why I'm happy you're here because obviously you need the help. Let me tell you. Yeah, because you have a card that's almost at its max. The next one, the Discover 8 card.
Yes.
Why? Why is this so high? Tell me the story behind this card. Why are we at $4,449.43?
Because I was a dumb 20-year-old. It was my first credit card, and it very quickly added up. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna be
with what though? Quickly added up with what?
Rent. Things.
Rent on a credit card, rent on debt. Okay.
Yep.
Again, I don't know what income you made then, but you do not make an insubstantial amount of income.
Oh, and even then I made less. That's when I was working at Black's Barbecue.
Yeah.
And so I was making substantial, and I wasn't doing trivia on the side either. So I was making substantially less.
I'm sure you're great at trivia. You have a personality that would be really good as an MC.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a lot of fun, actually. I have a whole tournament if you want to come to.
I'm sure. I do like trivia. My friends and I, we do trivia.
Okay.
It's been a second, but we do.
That's cool. I think also that job is kind of what led me to think maybe try acting school.
Really?
Yes. Well, okay. My boss.
Okay, well, let's not connect those dots again.
Okay. Noted.
Let's connect the dots on how stupid this credit card is and how you're basically at the max. And that you have a $125 minimum monthly payment.
Yes.
Which is, once these start stacking up, it starts getting rough. But even still, with your income, you should be able to be making more than your minimum monthly payments. Oh, it looks like you put an extra $10 towards it. Wonderful. But $104 of interest accrued. $104.12. Now, thank you for not purchasing on this card.
Yes, well,
probably because it's at its max almost.
No, because I've been trying to literally just that's the no card, and until
the no card. How long is it?
Card.
How long has it been the no card? Because it's at maxed out basically.
Well, that's why it's a no card.
Since when has it been no?
I mean, since I maxed it out, I've been just trying.
When did you max it out?
I think 2 years ago.
No, you haven't only been paying no. This hasn't been 2 years of payments. That's impossible.
I swear to you. I swear to you.
You haven't put a single cent on here in 2 years.
Not.
And you've only made a few $100s of progress. It would take 18 years to pay it off, only doing the minimum monthly payments. 18 years to pay off.
I think
18 years to pay off.
I paid a really large amount. Half of that was damages to my previous apartment. It was ridiculous, really, really bad, highest damages ever. So I definitely did not have I think it was $2,300 lying around. And so that's where that came from. And now it's the no card because I cannot, obviously I have no room to spend on it. I don't even have that card right now. I haven't I lost it because my wallet got stolen a while back, and I haven't even activated another card like that because I'm just trying to pay it off. And I genuinely, I don't know if I should be paying more than the monthly.
You're not trying to pay it off. It doesn't look like it.
Fair enough. I guess, all the other, again, I don't know how much to do on these.
It's going to take 18 years. 18 years to pay this off via the minimum monthly payment.
Okay. So
18 years.
I just don't know how large of a payment I should be making.
Well, we're going to talk about that in the end when we go through your budget and then your debt payoff strategy, because this is dependent on your entire situation. But, likely if we went avalanche, you would want to start attacking this thing crazy.
Yes.
It says your credit score is at 628.
Oh. I tried. Well, because I tried.
Are you happy with that?
Well, no, but it was much lower not that long ago.
Thank you for not missing a payment on this. This one's still at 28.24% interest.
Oh.
Do you feel you understand now what interest means a bit more?
Yes. For a little while that was the student card, the Discover student card. So there was an interest on it for a while, and then I think I had like a year or something.
Again, it's like a compounding thing. Like I explained in the market, that 28%, you're not just paying that on the current balance, but as that is amortized throughout the rest of the year and adds the interest, that adds the interest to the balance, and then you're paying interest on top of that new balance. So you're paying interest on the interest that accrued.
So I'm literally just paying interest like every month?
It's just compounding. Yeah, your money's basically just going to the interest and then a little bit of principal, essentially. God.
I had no idea. That's terrifying, actually. Well, I mean, that card has been like the number one, again, like with it being the quote unquote no card. I just like,
no.
That's, I know. No, like that's
this is the card. It's destroying your life.
Yes. No, seriously. I mean, I get it. My parents warned me with the credit card, you got to be careful.
Why didn't you listen?
I really thought I did. And
send this to every 18-year-old out there that just turned 18.
No, seriously. That credit card, I mean, it's been such a pain in the ass, seriously, because again, I know you said we're going to talk about it in a little while, but I don't know how to navigate, like, how much to make it go lower.
First, we have a USAA card. USAA. Well, this balance is basically the same. So this is just going $4,414.75. So these balances, they're just going up.
Yes. So I initially got that card to help with my previous move. From
new purchases. I don't get it. Again, I want to see you do so well, just like any guest on the show. Yeah. Sorry.
I've been trying to use the USAA
card. The giggle throws me off.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just like
I've been trying to use that more for like gas and stuff, or when
you have an available credit of $85 for your gas. How in the world does this make sense? Mm-hmm. So it's because the interest rate is 0, right?
Yes.
Guess what? In November, it's not anymore. And you're keeping your balance at the max, so you're gonna allow what, a 30% interest rate to kick in? 22.15, still bad. You're gonna, since you're allowing, instead of taking advantage of the 0%, you're just keeping it. You just keep bouncing it right to the ceiling of the credit limit, and you're allowing that interest to start accruing in just 2 months, 2.5 months, 3 months, wherever we are. You're lucky there's no back interest.
What's back interest?
Doesn't matter because you don't have it. But essentially, it's interest that is accruing on the back end while you're at 0%. But if you pay off your card by the promotional period ending, you don't have to pay the interest. But if you don't, all that back interest comes and you have to pay it.
Okay.
That's not something you're dealing with here. But also, just don't take on any credit cards. You're not a credit card person. I don't want you to have to deal with it anyway. You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know what you're doing, and that's fine. And that's fine. You don't need to be a credit card person. Not everyone needs to be a credit card person. Course Careers needs to come out with a certification on how to become a credit card person. The people over there, listen to that. Make that. Maybe I'll have to.
It's John Casablancas. That's the one that has a bunch of those purchases, right? It's like that. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I've been putting.
And USAA?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was rent. I thought you said it was the move.
Well. No. That was a Discover one that had a lot of the damage costs.
Yeah, Casablanca.
Yes, that's.
I want the Casablancas.
I think it's like I just looked at my account when I was canceling it. I think I paid off of that card. 1,200 of that is.
Oh.
Actually, I think it's 15.
For something that's like a hobby.
I guess I really wanted to believe it wouldn't be a hobby. And
what would you want to do more, public health or that?
I don't know. There's so many. Okay. You're about to make so much fun of me, but it's like having to sit down and just do one thing every day until I die.
Well, then why do you have to spend? Okay, I get that. No, pursue it in the side. Absolutely. Once you are out of debt and you have an emergency fund, as long as you're contributing to retirement. Yeah, do it on the side. Absolutely. In fact, I wish I could start doing music again on the side. I would just kind of beat on it. Yes,
I didn't know you did music.
But it's on the side. I'm not going out there and I'm not dropping $3,000 on learning how to write music again.
Yes, well, the way they marketed it, they were like, look, you're paying all of this and this. However, once you get 1 gig, that's like $600. You're gonna get all of this money right back and pay all your
marketing
classes
team
off.
knows exactly the people they are selling to.
Yeah.
Me.
Well, and I didn't realize how much of an idiot I was until, recently, when I see that I'm paying for all of these classes and I haven't even had the time to attend it. And I immediately was like, well, I definitely invested in something that I really wanted to believe. Like, I would be there every weekend doing the thing, but it has just not been feasible for me.
How much can you power lift?
How much can I lift? So I squat 292 pounds.
Can you squat, Noah, the producer?
Probably. I don't know.
You want to get squatted in the post show? That could be fun. We'll see if she can squat the producer in the post show. Cool. If they both consent, if they're both okay with it.
I bench 190 pounds and then I deadlift 340.
You could deadlift
pounds.
me. Wow.
Thank you. Actually, I just competed. I used to be the president of the university powerlifting team, so it was pretty cool. That's
nice to meet you, Mr. President.
Thank you. But I just did a competition not long ago, and they were giving out money. I really was hoping I could be one of the people to win money from that competition, but I just didn't make the cut.
Okay, so your minimum monthly payment on this, well, it's marked at 0 because you made a payment at the time of the statement being hit. What's the normal payment on this minimum?
The minimum is probably like $20, I think. But
okay, that's gonna contribute.
Well, nothing. But I don't pay the minimum payment, and so
No, that's fine. You pay a little over on each, but it still takes 22 years to pay this one off with the minimum monthly payment only.
Okay.
Upstart. What do we have an Upstart loan for?
Upstart, that's the one that I did for all the move-in costs. That was the one that I told you I finished off with the Audit.
Hey, and the minimum monthly payment for this Upstart is $122. Now that's chunky and 41 cents.
Yes.
What's the balance out on this?
Yeah.
You just started this and it's $4,300. You have so many $4,000 loans. You're addicted to $4,000 loans. If you see a loan that has the ability to have $4,000, you're like, sign me up.
Well, wait, can you take $500 off of that though? Because my boyfriend, he didn't have the best credit score at the time, so I wanted to be helpful, and I told him like I'll keep.
Did he pay for it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave you $500.
No. He's helping contribute to the monthly payment every month.
And why would I take $500 off of that? If he's just contributing to the monthly payment, that's still the balance you owe.
Yeah. Well,
how much do you put towards the minimum monthly versus him?
For this one?
Yeah.
Well, since I just started it, I'm just doing the 122, and he.
You said he's adding more.
No, he's paying part of the 122 too.
Yes. How much?
Like $50 a bit. And then he'll stop making those payments when he reaches 500.
Minus 50. So for a bit, you're paying $72.41 of your own money. Okay. 2 payments so far out of this multi-year loan.
Yes. Well,
this is insane. What's the interest rate at? I don't see. What's the interest rate at?
I want to say that they said that there was just like a big sign-up fee and there wasn't going to be one.
What was the big sign-up fee? Because that may as well have been the interest baked in up front.
It was like $300, I think.
So you borrowed $4,000 and then $300 was the fee?
You do really well with the calculator. You'd be a great math teacher.
No, I wouldn't. I can't do math. That's why I'm using the calculator.
Fair enough.
7.5% essentially was added onto this.
I felt like that loan was an emergency one because I knew I didn't.
Emergency. You moved out with having to pay 2 things that you couldn't afford. It was stupid. It didn't make sense for your situation at the time. Every once in a while, yeah, some people have to do that. And maybe you did, but it's still, you didn't go about it the right. Even still, that's why. How long were you working at Black's?
3 years.
You could have had an emergency fund. You could have paid for this in cash if you really needed to.
Yeah.
So this emergency loan is just stupid.
I honestly didn't anticipate all the the deposit and all of that to be as much as it was.
What are you talking about? Did you not ask them? What the f*** you mean? Well, you borrowed the money without knowing how much this was? What are you talking about?
No.
It's like buying a car without knowing the price. Oh, I'm going to buy this Lamborghini. Oh, this was $200,000?
No.
I thought it was $50,000.
It was my first time moving into a house, and the lady, which for the record, they do not communicate well, but she made it sound like
let's borrow for that.
Well, I thought it was going to be just a deposit and then a pet fee. That's it. And
you can read the contract you signed, my dude. You have the ability for English to be read.
Well, I actually had to call them and correct it because they tried to pay me double rent at the new house. And I was like, this is not right. Like, you're not paying me a prorated rent. That's ridiculous. So I had to call them, and they got that fixed, which ended up being, I think it was like $1,800 divided by 4. But yeah, they tried paying me or charging me for way more than I had anticipated. And I literally had to be like, dude, like, I don't know if it's because I'm a new homeowner and, it's easier for them to
homeowner
or not homeowner, renter. Sorry. I'm not really familiar with the home stuff.
So we're borrowing to do something we're not super familiar with. American way, baby.
Look, I'll be the first to admit I am way too prideful. And the whole reason with my other house and even not house, my apartment and this house is I was in a previous relationship where that person and his he had a house. I think he got like $10,000 he got to pay for a house. It was like a family loan house. And I was paying at my apartment, and his family wanted me to break my lease and all of that and move out of my apartment, which it's a good thing I didn't.
What their family wants, but go ahead.
Well, they always made me feel like because I did.
Yeah, then I would break up.
Well, yes. Well, they'd make me feel like because I had an apartment and they had a house and this and that, and so
they looked down upon you.
Oh, all the time.
Because you had an apartment? What?
Yes.
Maybe you want to be in a more walkable community, or maybe you want to be closer to people anyway. Well, there's many reasons to live in an apartment. Maybe you wanted to live a more transitory lifestyle.
I moved into that apartment because it literally is right next door to Black's Barbecue. And when I first moved there, I didn't have a car yet. And so I could just walk to work every day. And I would try to explain things like that to them. And they literally would just constantly say, oh, you're just in an apartment. You just work at Black's Barbecue. And that was really infuriating for me. And I did after I got.
And the boyfriend was okay with this?
Oh my God, yes. Total mama's boy.
Then leave.
Well, I should now. It's been 2 years since he broke up, so now I can see that.
Oh, he broke up.
Oh yeah, he left me. He literally left all of my shit on a driveway. It's a good thing I didn't break my lease at the apartment because then I would have been homeless. So I moved out because he wanted me to get rid of my dog, and I didn't want to do that. Yeah.
Why?
They wanted me to get rid of my dog.
Communist?
No, seriously. Those are freaking horrible people, and I still feel much disdain for them.
No, now I dislike them, because how do you dislike a dog?
Yep. Yeah, no. They wanted me to get rid of the dog, and then they tried being like, oh, I cannot believe you would pick a dog over a boyfriend.
Yes.
I would. Like, I was like, what boyfriend makes you pick between your dog and you, the dog I've known longer, I've had longer.
Why would they want you to get rid of a dog?
They said that she was destructive. She was an outside
dog.
She? She definitely.
Oh, it's not this pup?
No. Oh my God, no. I bought a golden retriever at the outlets a couple years ago.
She's not destructive.
Well, she's just really hyperactive. I guess she would rip things up in the yard. Trivial things I felt. Once they got into a fight and
golden retrievers are expensive. Did you just adopt it from a shelter somehow?
No. I saw her in the shelter. She was the cheapest dog, and she was huge.
She was the cheapest dog, a golden retriever?
Yes. Well, they had these little pugs and stuff that were $5-6 grand. And
How much was the golden?
She was $1,700.
How did you pay for that?
It was the first loan I had ever taken out.
Oh,
I got there. Well, they were like, look, you can finance it. She's on, and you know what? We'll take $500 off. I walked into the outlets, and she was in this little tiny little hole, and I was like, she's cute. I could use a dog, and she looks like she's suffering. So Is
she alive?
Yes. I actually.
Where is she?
She lives with my mom now.
She's still destructive?
Not as much. I just took in her puppy 2 days ago. I have her puppy because now I'm in a house, so I have a place that
She got knocked up?
She did.
Why didn't you fix her?
Well, my mom had anticipated
Why didn't the shelter fix her?
Oh, I didn't get her from the shelter. I got her from this puppy store in the outlets. I didn't get her from a shelter. Oh. Yes, I made the mistake of walking in there, and she was the cutest thing ever. And they were like, she's only going to be
Do you still have this golden retriever debt?
The debt, yes.
And she lives with your mom?
Now she does, yes. So
why?
After I got kicked out of that place, I had initially gotten her name's Millie, when she was a puppy. I lived in a studio apartment at the time, and then it moved to a 2-bedroom. I moved in with that guy, and so Millie was able to he had a beautiful yard.
What guy? The ex?
Yes, the ex who ended up.
The anti-dog ex?
Yes,
okay.
yes. He would let her be in the yard and stuff. But after I got kicked out, I was back in the apartment and I was working a lot and I wanted to do the right thing for my dog. And I didn't want her to just be stuck in an apartment when I was working all day. My mom has this giant, beautiful, like waterfront resaca with like a pool, and she offered to help me with her. And I was like, are you sure? Like, I'll still pay for her. Like,
I just can't believe you still have this loan. When did you take it out?
I got her when I was 21, I think. So it's been 3
years and you still have this $1,200 loan or whatever?
It's 17 and I know it's not that much of a difference, but I'm almost done paying her off, actually. I'm really excited.
That's just insane.
Yeah. I have
You're just borrowing for everything, from moving to dogs to everything. Food.
I thought I was doing
acting class.
I thought I was doing
security
right
deposits,
with her,
rent.
But clearly that wasn't the case. But yeah, she now lives with my parents, and I am still paying her off because I was not going to ask my parents. They're already helping me by giving her a beautiful home. I wasn't going to have them pay for the loan that I got her with.
Let's keep going. If you're a business owner, I've got a game changer to cut costs and increase efficiency in your business. Netsuite by Oracle, today's video sponsor. Netsuite is the #1 cloud financial system, integrating accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR all into one platform. Think of it as your business command center, handling everything. And Netsuite also cuts IT costs significantly because it's fully cloud-based. No need for multiple expensive softwares or hardware. Just log into one place from anywhere. Managing multiple systems can drain your funds faster than you can say taquitos. NetSuite simplifies this with a unified suite, reducing costs and hassle. It boosts efficiency by integrating key processes, cutting down on manual tasks and errors. This means more time for growing your business. And it's not just me. Over 37,000 companies have switched to NetSuite, seeing real profit growth. So don't miss out. NetSuite extended its unique financing program for a limited time. Head to netsuite.com/hammer for details, or check out the link in the description below. That's netsuite.com/hammer. Start saving and enhancing your business today, and thanks to NetSuite for sponsoring this video. Easy Pay Rental Purchase Agreement. Is this a rent to own type of thing?
Oh my gosh. So
wait, what is this?
In the midst of all of the moving, my car broke down. Actually, the same day that I came to get my key for the house, it broke down here in Austin. The radiator went out, and my AC was, I had just fixed it. It went out again too. But I was dealing with that. That was fine. I went to Midas here and I spoke to this guy, and there's a whole signs under new management, all of that. He gave me this giant bill that I did not have the money for, but I needed
You didn't get quoted before?
I mean, he said that it was going to probably be like $2,300.
How much is the car worth?
I think like $5,000.
You put half of the value of the car into a repair?
I didn't feel like I had a choice. And honestly, no, back to me being prideful. I know I probably could have asked my mother for help, but my dad had just gotten off of, out of a job. So I really didn't want to feel like I was
What is this, a 50% interest rate? 100% interest rate? What is this?
So
$2,550?
The man assured me that
total payments of $5,905?
So I didn't know that literally until yesterday when I sent that document.
When did you get this done?
I kid you not. So this happened right when I moved. So like a month ago.
Oh, I have a fucking headache.
Well, I talked to the man and I told him, like, I don't have the money for this fix. I don't want to ask my mom for help. And he was like, well, don't worry. We have a financing option.
Oh, better not worry.
Well, and then he assured me, he even spoke to my mother on the phone. Because,
oh, good.
Yeah, so he was like, look, this is
what a man.
This is what I would do if it was my daughter. Like, I would not do this.
It's because he's a moron.
Well, he assured me that I would qualify for no interest. I wouldn't have any interest on this car repair. Yes, and I can see that now. Clearly, it was bullshit. But he assured me it was just going to be the 23 something. And if I paid it off within 90 days, which I think is up in like a month or two.
Okay, well, I'm confused. What was this on again? Because, okay, here's the thing. The cost of rental. You're right, there's no interest. It's the cost of the rental. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that's what they sold you on. What you got was $2,550. And then there's essentially a fee of $3,354. Now that says if you pay all regular payments in the processing fee, regular payments of $112 bi-weekly.
Yeah, that's
for 2 years. But is there an early payoff thing? That's what
I think it might say within 90 days. Again,
I only
I
have
just
the first
saw
page.
that yesterday.
90 days?
If I can pay the $2,900 or $2,300 within 90 days, I think that then I don't have to owe the rest of that.
Really?
And if there's a way that I could possibly afford that, I would love to do that.
That's interesting. That might be our goal because this adds $3,354 to your debt if you don't do that. I don't see that in.
They said nothing.
You only
about
gave
a fee
me.
or
I only have this
all.
page, so. Oh, and the minimum biweekly payment does not include the processing fee of $39.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
I guess I feel like I was misinformed in that, and he assured me that everything was going to be okay. And he even fixed my AC, pulled out the parts he offered. He said he was being nice to me. He
was being real nice.
He brought out the messed up part. He's like, you see this is why the last stupid handyman messed up your AC. But look, it's broken right here. I'll fix it. And you know what? I won't even charge you labor.
Oh, he did his job real well. What was his job? Salesman.
And yeah. Well, he made it sound like he's like this concerned dad who would never... Because I told him...
You can't fall for that. Listen, good for the sales industry that there are apparently people that still believe that. I promise that's not how, just if anyone has the incentive to sign up for a program or has the incentive to, charge more than the thing is worth, and they go, oh, I feel bad for you. I promise that's not their intent to just be a good guy.
Yeah. I think what's most upsetting about that is I told him in the beginning, I was like, hey, I told him I would prefer to speak to my mom before I agree to anything because I'm not that familiar with a lot of these auto things. And I do feel like I don't know anything about cars. So it's easy for them to be like, you need this.
Why didn't you go with someone who knows something about cars? Is your dad?
My mom handles all of the finances in the house.
That's not what I asked. I didn't ask about finances. I asked about car.
Oh, I don't know if my dad knows much about cars, if I'm being honest. We tried calling my Uncle Matt. He's like a giant, he works on industrial engines and stuff. And he said that if what the man said was true, then to go with it. But it wasn't.
Why? You have the easiest to sell to family. Everyone in your bloodline is the most sellable people ever. $303.62 a month. When does the 90 days end? If that's even the
I
case.
signed that June 14th. So it should be in a
month or two. It's the end. Okay, so we have about a month.
Okay. I mean, if I have to pick up extra shows or something, I can do that.
Job.
I genuinely.
Wait. What is this? Easy pay leasing.
That's the rest of it, I think.
What? Rest of what? Is there more?
This is the paper, I think. It goes with it.
I still don't see anything about a 90-day thing. Oh, okay. Wait, the processing fee was only on the total of the radiator and thermostat. It's not on every payment. So let me get your correct minimum monthly payment. Looks like you're going to have to pay the processing fee once, though. Okay, your real minimum monthly payment is $225.62. I'm sorry you got sold on this. At least you have 2 cute dogs. Is that it? Is that all your debt? No, it's not. You have student loans.
I do have student loans.
What is
I haven't had to pay anything.
Yeah, but what's going on?
I was actually really lucky. My dad let me pay through my undergrad for oh my God, I cannot talk. Pay for my undergrad with his Hazelwood. So I didn't have to take out very many loans in undergrad. So it's
very many. So how many did you take out?
I think I took one out.
How much?
$7,000. It was just enough to
casually. My goodness, money means nothing to you.
Well, at the time, I didn't know any I didn't pay rent or anything or have a job quite yet when I took that.
Did you have to take it out?
My mom actually told me that I should take that one out.
Don't ever listen to your family about money again.
Oh, but
nope.
my mom does really good with money.
I don't think so. If you dig deep, I doubt it. Unless she's just making way too much and her stupidity hasn't caught up. If she thinks that financial stupidity, I'm not calling her a stupid person.
I was like, that's not very nice.
Buddy, you got into over 100% interest thing with your car with her help, and taking out student loans when you had no life expenses.
Well,
yeah, that's stupid.
She just told me today when we were talking about the car thing, she's like, I really wish you maybe we could have thought it over more, and I could have just sent you a credit card, and then you pay the credit card instead of that.
Yeah, that sounds like someone we should listen to in the moment, if that's what their hindsight is.
I just really didn't want to I felt at the time that I didn't want to ask my mom for help because she's helped me so much already. It's
okay to ask for help as long as you're not abusing the help or getting enabled. It's okay to ask for at least advice help. That's totally fine. No more listening to them. I don't think they know, or maybe they don't know your situation, or maybe they just think of debt incorrectly. And the fact that 7,000 hours of debt was nothing to you.
Well, I guess
that's insane.
So that.
And how much have you borrowed for grad school?
For grad school, so I'm in my second semester now, so I'm probably at like $10,000 for all of my classes for grad school. But
you're going to be at 20 by the end.
Yes, but I'm almost done with grad school, so I should have my degree here very soon.
Wait, but you're in your second semester? How many semesters?
It's 4. But my last semester is only like 1 class because I've been taking full time.
Will it be $20,000? That how much are you going to borrow by the end of it?
Yeah.
So $27,000 in student loans, great.
Is that like really, really horrible?
Not necessarily, but it's debt that wasn't here, wasn't in our calculations. You acted like the $7,000 wasn't nothing. Plus, sometimes the loans that you're getting for grad school can have a little higher interest.
I will say that with my job, they are going to be paying back for. They're going to be paying me back for the class, like reimbursing me because it's in public health.
Wait a minute.
So
what job?
In my crash investigation job.
They're paying for it completely.
They will pay for 1 class a semester. So while I am going to have to pay with the loan up front, they're going to reimburse me at the end of it.
How much will you get reimbursed? Best guess across the board. Dollar amount.
Oh my goodness. I guess for the end of that, probably like $6,000 of it. They said they would pay back.
$21,000.
And it gets better.
You're going to do public student. Oh.
No, I have a grant. So I'm really only going to have to be paying for 1 class for the next 2 semesters. So I really have to pay for 4 classes total.
That's how much is the grant for?
$1,200 each semester for 2. So.
Okay. That helps. Don't get me wrong. That helps. You made it sound like it was a little more than that.
I guess I just thought it was like
$18,600 for your student loans. Okay. By the end of it.
Okay.
By the sounds of it. Maybe you'll do some public student loan forgiveness as well. But again, it gets a little sketchy administration to administration. I know the approval odds are really low on that, but that's usually because people are incorrectly applying, people that don't qualify for it. So it brings that's why the percentage of people who've been approved are so low. So depending on the administration and everything at the time, you never really know. Everything student loan thing it's just constantly changing administration to administration, court case to court case. So,
I got really lucky. I started grad school because I took a year off. So right when I was about to have to start paying student loans. What? Oh no! What happened?
How the did you end your checking account at negative $229? What the are you doing? What is your life? You make a non-insignificant amount of money to do this.
I promised that the next day, as soon as I saw that, I paid it off.
Paid it off? What do you mean paid it off? This is negative in your checking account. Pay what off? What are you talking about?
I made it not negative anymore. Because
why didn't you make it not negative in the first place?
I didn't know that it was going to do that. It was a Spectrum charge. Moving into there, they did a giant fee for going and setting up my Wi-Fi at the house. This is
how much?
I think it was like $100 for them just to go set up Wi-Fi.
Okay, well you're negative $229. So yes. What was the other $129?
The rest of it was, I guess the plans or something.
What the
Wi-Fi plan?
So you had $0 in there, and then you went negative $229. Like even that's still.
I didn't realize that they were going to charge me.
You started it at $1,300.
It's still not better, but if I said it was more like negative 70, would that be? Because again, I didn't know they were charging it.
It's not about that. It's about this. And watch this. This is what's gonna with me. No, it was Chipotle. It was going in and getting a fucking drink. It was Amazon. It was DoorDashing some Chinese food. Murphy Express. That's likely gas actually. Ross Stores, vending machine, Pizza Hut, $20. Black's Barbecue, they used to give you money. Stop giving them money. Dutch Bros, Cash Apping out $38. Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Microsoft Ultimate, Venmoing out $250. Cash Apping out $30. Chipotle, the Grill or Grist Mill, Target, you never really know whether that's groceries or what. Restaurant.com, great, that sounds delicious. Italian Gardens, better than Olive Gardens.
I was actually getting coupons on restaurant.com.
Yeah, proud of you. You have no money. Shut the fuck up. Marshalls, Ross, Hulu. There's nothing except for The Handmaid's Tale on there anyway. Fork and Spoon, Pizza Hut, DoorDashing, Taiwan Rainbow. Negative in our checking account. Let's DoorDash. That makes sense. Great. Church's Chicken, Purchase Overstock, going inside a gas station, getting some BS sweet treats. San Antonio Aquarium, nope. Spotify, Chick-fil-A, Chili's, Chipotle, cashing app out at $150, then went out $20. Who knows where the those went? Amazon, Starbucks, pet camera subscription, or you got a camera in Starbucks and Netflix, and went inside and got some bullshit, got some drinks, got some sweet treats. Apple Bill subscription, recurring subscription, $9.73. White Pages subscription of $63.71. What the fuck are you doing there?
That's for my job.
Your dog?
My job.
Taco. Do they pay for it?
Yeah, they actually did. They gave me a $50 check. Well, it was meant to be for my phone bill that month. Not phone bill, but they gave me a $50 phone check. I just started getting that like literally that month. So the White Pages, they weren't going to pay for it, but I decided that I would put my phone check that month into that because it makes my job a lot easier.
Well, guess what? Taco Plaque Palenque order.
Palenque.
Alpha.
Have you tried
Alpha.
it?
No.
It's so
Alpha
good.
Strike Games Fireworks. Mexican restaurant there. Starbucks, McDonald's, cash apping out $20. You cash up out every second of your life. Mexican Steakhouse. Van's Barbecue, Chipotle, tacos again, Sonic. You're going out to eat every day of your life. So you. You were negative. You're missing your payments. You know why you had to borrow to move? Because you're going out to eat every second of your life. You have 1 million subscriptions. So I no longer have sympathy. Frullati, Venmoing out $150. Church's Chicken, Frullati, Cody's Bistro, Chipotle, every day, sometimes multiple times a day.
The large
so
Venmo
you. Amazon, selling out 40, selling out 15. Bullshit savings down from $2,000 to $18. So wonderful. Life is great. That was a joke. That was the spending of a child. You didn't have to borrow because you didn't have money. You spend all your money. You make more than the median person in your city and you spend it. You had to borrow $7,000 for undergrad because you spend it.
Yeah.
So what the can I do? Because you don't care. You're going and spending everything.
I mean, I need to have more self-control, clearly.
Well,
in the moment, it feels like purchases that are necessary. And
Chipotle, how is Chipotle necessary anyway whatsoever? What the f*** are you talking about?
Chipotle is fuel for powerlifting.
Shut the f*** up and get a pack of damn sandwich. Protein shakes.
I don't like protein shakes.
I don't give a shit. You don't like money, apparently.
I love
You don't like having a financial future, apparently.
Well, I think that's why I'm here.
No, that's not an answer. That is not an answer. No. These were your actions. I am calling out your actions. That's why I'm here. No, that's not an answer. That's not a get out of jail free card.
It's not.
So what have you been doing? Why have you not cared? And why is now different?
I think I have thought that my financial situation is a lot better than it actually is. A lot of those.
Really? Okay.
Well, in the last 30 days, I have been spending a lot like that. Ross, a lot of those large Venmo purchases are for furniture and things around the house. That
$725 going out to eat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't have an excuse for that.
$839 in miscellaneous bullshit. Things that really don't improve your life. This is stopping swiping subscriptions.
I guess those are like the little things that add up, and I don't realize that they add up until my bank account is very low.
$1,800 combine those together, right? Or $1,600.
I can't even believe it's that much. I mean, I figured that a lot of it was going to be on going out to eat, but I didn't know it was going to be like that.
And then lots of Walmart, lots of Amazon, lots of Target, Walgreens, CVS. You never really know what they are. You can get anything from those places. Bullshit for needs. Mm-hmm. And if it's all needs, you're overspending. $650 at Walmart. And then subscriptions, $66. Miscellaneous movie theater, the Ross and Marshalls and Overstock and Aquarium and GEVC and the pet camera, Apple Bills and White Pages, which we got reimbursed for that, and Alpha Strike Games and fireworks.
It was the 4th of July.
I don't give a shit. There's more of them. Congratulations. America ages a year once a year.
I was just trying to make us feel like a family in the house because I'm kind of like the one that brings everyone together in that aspect because I live with 3 gamers and I find that family things, I was raised...
He launched fireworks in Minecraft.
No, it was the whole thing to celebrate together.
Cool. Have them chip in.
Well, I want to say that they did.
Girl, the money in your checking account's negative.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't give a shit about fireworks when are negative. And I've had people criticize this show and say, oh, this person in front of me, they're doing bad because of the system. They're doing bad because people aren't making enough money. You're spending all your money going out to eat, getting fireworks, going to the movies, going out to eat once or twice a day, bullshit subscriptions, video games. It's not the income. You make more than the median in your area. You're doing fine. You've had college paid for. You've had your needs paid for. You're spending everything. This is all your fault. Not saying that as a put you down, but I am saying that as you need to recognize that this is all your behavior. Because then you can actually address the main issue here, which is that behavior. If you think the whole world is against you, which a lot of people, again, they're like, the world's against these people. They can't help it. If you're going to think that, if you're going to play perpetual victim, not saying you are, but if you are, you're never going to get out of it.
Honestly.
But if you're willing to actually take accountability and put in some personal responsibility, you have a lot of money to play with.
Yes, well, and I am, and I'll start packing a lunch and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, yes, it's my fault. I'm the one swiping the card at the end of the day. I realize that, but a lot of like the car situation, it's not even me feeling like a perpetual victim. The world's against me. I mean, I truly believe that man was for me. He was trying to help me.
Okay, well, it's not even that. Even if like he's still you, hi, bubbies.
I think she wants to be on your lap. I don't know if
I would allow it. I would. Hi, girls. And even if that was the case, come here. I was gonna let her on. It was still your choice not to have the fully funded emergency fund because you spent all your money on food. So even if you did get scammed there, your emergency fund would have covered that. Yeah. And that was not the world against you. The bit thinks that it was you.
Yeah. I am definitely not going to sit here and say that my spending is perfect. And again, I think it's easy in the moment for people to say, you know, I needed that. I needed that Chipotle. I needed this, and I know that that's not the case. Now that I'm looking at it, you know, before I really thought that I was doing things correctly, but clearly that's not the case.
It's not.
So it is really eye-opening seeing all of this stuff. Oh my gosh! I mean, I had no idea that things were as bad as they were, if I'm being honest. And I think also I've had that mentality like, well, no matter what, I do have a very supportive family, and I do feel like if shit ever hit the fan, while I would absolutely try to not receive help because I have way too much pride and I need to work on that.
Why do small dogs always shake? They're always shaking.
No matter how cold, like warm she is, she will shake. But she's actually really happy. She comes everywhere with me. Oh my gosh.
Pet emergencies can hit hard and fast. 1 minute they're fine, and the next you could be facing a mountain of vet bills. That's where Spot Pet Insurance comes in. With plans that have comprehensive coverage for accidents, illnesses, hereditary conditions, and even behavioral issues, Spot ensures your furry friend gets the best care without breaking the bank. They offer customizable plans so you can pick the coverage that suits your pet's needs and your budget. Plus, there are no age limits, so even senior pets are protected. With plan options with high annual coverage limits and no lifetime limits, you get peace of mind knowing that Spot has your back. They also offer preventative care options and flexible deductibles, making it easy to manage costs. You can take advantage of fast claims processing and the freedom to visit any licensed vet in the United States. Don't wait for the unexpected. Click the link below to secure Spot Pet Insurance. Keep your pet protected and your wallet happy. We gotta teach your mom how to budget, okay? We're gonna make a little budget. You might not get as many treats.
Actually, she doesn't even eat kibble.
As many dresses.
It was $5.
Yeah, and we know what you do with $5 purchases. You do 500 of them.
Yes.
So total income, $3,402. Okay, your debt minimum monthly payments. Hi, sweetie. You're so good.
Have you ever been an accountant?
400. Nope, I would hate that. $468.03. I much prefer to have these conversations with people. Rent, your portion.
$569.
You have no excuse to be in debt. How much do you put towards utilities and internet?
Oh, well, we've only had one bill.
Best.
I'll just say like 200. I'll say that. That's
we'll include
probably
renters insurance in that.
Yeah.
Gas, vroom, drive. How much?
Oh, a month? Probably like $300. I drive a lot. I work in New Braunfels, and then like one of my trivia shows is in Canyon Lake.
Is it worth it? Do you even make money after that? The trivia one.
Oh.
Specifically.
Not that show. I've been trying to get rid of it actually because it hasn't been worth it anymore. Maybe it was in the beginning, but now that I'm more established in this, it's
probably less than 300, but I'll put 300. Car insurance.
Well, I had paid that like the full for 6 months. It was $780.
When does that start again?
I literally just paid it a month ago,
okay.
So I think the end of the
TP
year.
fund, anything else you need to survive, $100. Groceries, $300. Follow the meal plan in the budgeting program that you get. Adapt it to your needs. Gym memberships and powerlifting, all that stuff. How much?
Yes. Now it's only going to be $35. I moved to a new gym.
Any co-pays healthcare wise?
No. Oh wait, I'm lying. I think it's little. I think I pay like $25 a month for my medicines.
Perfect. Subscriptions. Do you have pet insurance?
I don't. Not yet.
I'm putting $35 in there. I recommend it.
Thank you.
It saved me thousands of dollars.
Well, I just got to the point in my job for like getting insurance and all of that. So
phone bill?
I actually am really lucky. I don't have to pay a phone bill.
When you do, use Helium for $20 a month.
Okay, noted.
All right, let's get your minimums.
How long have you been doing this stuff for? If you don't mind me asking.
Almost 2.5 years.
That's really cool. My family, everybody knows about you. I'm not on YouTube very much, so I hadn't heard of this one before. Nothing against you, but
no.
I mentioned that I was going to be coming, and my cousin was like, "Wait a minute, what? Do you know who he is? That's a big deal. He's mean."
Hey, it's from a loving place.
He actually, it's so funny that. Yeah, you guys are described as Hell's Kitchen. I love Gordon Ramsay and Hell's Kitchen, but also that's how he described you. And everyone that I said I was going to be coming, all of them, he's like the Gordon Ramsay of this.
I love Gordon. I like how he does things, and I love his shows. You have $1,374 left over, so you have no excuse.
Really? I was like, that's genuine news to me.
Yeah, if you budget, if you only live on your needs, I'm going to give you $200 of fun. Just budget it in. $1,174, and I rarely get to do that because people usually don't have much room, but $200 eating out or whatever you want. Subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, it's up to you. Okay, wow. So $1,174 left. It'll be a little less than that. It'll be closer to 1,000. Hello. 1,100 when you have to make the full Upstart minimum monthly payment.
122.
Yes, it'll be an extra $70. So you'll be about 1,100 left over. Okay, so within a month you need to come up with 2,550. Honestly, so I would save that 1,100, and I would pick up as many shifts as you can over this next month. Literally any shift that you can, try to scrap together another 1,500, 1,400, which is easier said than done. But if you can do that after taxes, yes, pay that off so you don't have to pay the extra fee if the 90-day thing is real.
I guess another real question.
And sell things, legitimately sell things.
Okay. Well, and today my mom did offer the whole like credit card thing. Do you think that
what?
Like she said she said we were going to look at it today, and she didn't know I was coming here today. She said that if it is within the 90 days that she wouldn't mind extending the credit card so I could just pay it real quick.
What do you mean extending the credit card?
She has a credit card. She said I could put the rest of it on there and then pay the credit card that.
Sure, do that. And then
is that better than?
I don't think it teaches you your lesson.
No, I want it to. I mean, I want to do the right thing. I definitely am not trying to screw my mom over.
No, and I don't think you wouldn't, because that would make you pay her off really quick. But you can do that. It's not the best, but you can. What I'm doing, Capital One, first month, pay it off. I'd get a 1 month emergency fund in a month and a half. And then in the second half of that month, I'd finish off the Capital One. Starting month number 3, I would start throwing everything smallest debt to largest debt. So you'd pay your mom off in 2 months, and then starting month number 5, the other Discover It, USAA, and Investor are all pretty much the same. And at that point, at about $12,000, you're probably going to pay that off in about 9 months because it's going to start compounding from there, maybe 10 months. So we're probably a year and 3 or 4 months in at this point. And then you only have student loans left, of which you might not have to pay more than the minimum monthly payment, depending on the interest rate. So literally your life has changed in a year and a quarter, which is incredible. And then let's call it a year and 3 quarters for a fully funded emergency fund and everything. So all debt is paid off except for student loans, and then you have a fully funded emergency fund.
That's amazing.
It is. It just requires you actually being disciplined for the first time in your life.
Yeah.
Which is easier said than done, but follow the budget, set up reward systems. I'm giving you $200 for fun. Just literally budget it. And you'll actually be able to do this. You have a high chance of success. You just need to be a responsible person and focus on your behavioral changes.
Yeah.
And the more work you pick up, the faster you pay this off.
Okay.
As well.
Well, it's looking up, at least, it might sound minuscule right now, but I'm trying to grow the San Marcos, market for the trivia things. I just recently became the manager or whatever for that. So every show that I can book, I get $50 a week. Not even having to do the show. I'll be getting $50 a week from that. And then all of the hosts that I recruit, which I will be recruiting them, I am recruiting them now, but they're not trained fully yet. I'd be getting $30 a show just for every show they do, which is really interesting. And I mean, this trivia thing is the first time I've ever done anything like this. And, but I like it a lot. I just wanted to do it so that I knew I was moving and I was going to be having a lot of moving costs and stuff. So I got the job in the first place because I was trying to offset it, and I have not made the best decisions very clearly, even though I really thought that I was doing the right thing.
Sure. All right. Well, for spending in a budget, 0, because you overspent it dramatically. Debt, 1 out of 10. You don't have a payday loan or IRS debt, but other than that, it's as worse as it gets, especially with that dumb balloon debt. Emergency fund, you have nothing, 0 out of 10. Retirement, you have nothing, 0 out of 10. Real estate, you have nothing, 0 out of 10. It's going to be a Hammer Financial score, 0.5 out of 10. Make sure to stick around for the post show. We're going to have her bench my producer, and then we're going to talk about some more drama that we didn't talk about in the episode. So join that membership in the description below. And don't forget to check out the budgeting and investing program as well, which are now bundled at a lower price. See you guys in the post show. All right, should we end it out with a nice power lifting session?
Yeah, let's do it. Do me a favor and put your arms a little bit up if you can.
Sure, okay.
To watch the financial audit post show, click the join button below.